Spaceblock 40 stack challenge episode 30. We might be moving out of the negligence phase of just like doing whatever into kind of a more chaos phase of like I didn't even know what, but you know, whatever. Yeah, this mess of stuff. There's a lot of useful things here. I want to turn these into more useful things, and they're currently not going fast enough, so I think we're going to do like the standard. Like this is what you do when you have stuff and you want it to go faster, right? You beacon things, that's how it works. Like if all of those go there like that, then I can just fit more beacons in here, right? Actually this whole setup here is just a bit dumb. We'll do that differently. We'll do this in the same sensible way that'll let us put beacons in kind of normal places as opposed to silly places. What even was that? Yeah, beacons. Where's my beacons? Here's my beacons. So if I do this, and then I've got a pile of, yeah, I'm apparently just working on stacks of T2 speed beacons, which is pretty fantastic. I can have one here. That's kind of in the way. I can have one there. That's a bit of a mess. These guys are still going to struggle to find all the efficiency modules they want, because I don't think you guys... I took these things off efficiency modules because I just had too many of them floating around. But in any case, this should... Can I move this one as well? I should be able to, right? You go there, you go there. Yeah, beacons. So yeah, so that should all be all these guys going a bit faster. Let's also, you know, we'll do some of that kind of nonsense. Should be making a lot more beacons now. A lot more modules. I could have one there. I don't know if I'm going to bother. I might instead just... Do I have a yellow underground somewhere? Yes. Yeah, we'll just do that. That's going to hit all of them. I could do that down here as well. And this is going to help to... I could even have it over here. That's going to hit several things. That's going to hit several things. Yeah, sure. We're just going to make a lot more stuff, right? It's going to be fine. I don't even know if I'm going to run into too many of those, so let's do that with a prioritization other way. And then also just store these things. Cool. And so now we should be taking a lot more stuff off the belt. He said, realizing that in fact stuff was still not getting taken off the belt. You need to be down here somewhere, which is going to be a bit of a pain. Okay. One of you only gets to see the other belt, and that's kind of fine, because it's still going to have stuff. You don't have enough speed modules. Sure, whatever. Okay, so this might actually move me to the other problem of taking so much stuff off the belt. This is flowing a bit better, isn't it? Sure. Okay, this is no longer flowing much better. Why? It's just a lot of steel. And then this steel is, yeah, doing its thing. Okay, sure. We can do this here as well, I guess. Let's not do it quite there, let's do it here. I may, in fact, at this point, have more steel than I really need, which is nice, I think. I mean, this might actually not solve the problem for very long. If I've still just got too much steel, and as it turns out I've just got too much steel. Okay, sure. Moving on, what are the other things I need to do? I think the other things I need to do are... I'm down to 37 modules not built? Yeah, why not? 70 modules not built. Whatever. We are doing... If I could figure out how to line... Oh yeah, this was easy to line up from the map, wasn't it? some of these guys that go there, and then the next one is going to go like here. Sure, we're gonna put some more waterfill stuff down. Let's also put more power plant stuff down, and I figured that I could actually get more power plant in here, right? But I have to take these guys out of the way. Sure, so let's go do that. This is, yeah, sure. These guys are, if you've got surplus, then you may as well bring it to this guy who needs as much as it can get. Because I do have, okay, yeah, so I mean, this is, apparently I'm just working on stacks of nuclear reactors now. That's also a thing that was going to have to happen at some point. Oh well. These, I actually reckon these guys are close enough that I can probably also start on shotguns. What was I doing? Yeah, over here, this disaster of a mess is going to stay, because I kind of don't care, but we're going to go back to this way of doing things. You know what? Let's do it that way around. And then let's also have like all of these here and like some of these and like whatever, because the main thing to do was to smash another. Actually, does it fit? Are these cogs in the way? This is going to make me sad if those cogs are in the way. It's fine. Look at how nicely that turned out. Even the other power plant stuff isn't in the way, but this power plant stuff is also just. Where's the button? That's the button. This stuff is going. This doesn't need to be here. This doesn't need to be here. That coal needs to get reworked. Whatever. This guy also probably doesn't need to be here. Bots are doing useful things, putting a bunch of landfill down, which probably means they ran out of. Yeah, the thing I'm enjoying in this step is there's this other box that tends to fill up before the rest of this is ready, because getting the waterfill in there is kind of annoying. But then this box ends up, yeah, the box in the middle of the waterfill build ends up preferentially used to drop the rest of the next waterfill build down because it's closer. But you know, that's fine. Things, that's not what I wanted. This one is the one I wanted, and it wants to go like here. That looks like it'll fit with everything, doesn't it? Yes. Can I do those first? And then will the waterfill take? No, I actually have to have the landfill there first, and then the waterfill will take. Okay, sure. This is going to be mostly fine, isn't it? We'll throw one of these in here. I don't actually need any of these guys anymore. That'll connect to this grid, which was going to connect anyway, because it was going to connect over here. These guys, I don't know if I mean, okay, so let's solve that problem by upgrading from speed module 2s to speed module 3s, and then just doing that over the entire Coverx build. Because I'm pretty sure I've got a bunch of speed module 3s sitting around here that I'm not actually planning on doing anything with. So that's going to make things a whole lot better. This looks to be getting unblocked, kind of. Okay, it's still struggling, isn't it? Do I want to put stuff on both sides of that? Maybe? Because it's also just... Okay, so it's... First of all, there's just also a lot of steel. Then also, the other steel line is just full. And then I'm still trying to put this on half a belt here. And so it is just that steel line that's struggling, isn't it? And this guy is... I mean, I'm working on stacks of beacons as well, whatever. Is that... all that landfill is done. Cool. It goes there. And this will get us... Yeah, we kind of need another one of those, don't we? This build is also done, which means that we're going to keep expanding with that stuff, and then yeah, you actually need to be filled in, which is a bit of a pain because landfill and then waterfill and then pumps, and that's all a bit of a shame. I hope I have at least. I know I don't have the Prodmod 3s, so let's actually downgrade those. Where is that upgrade planner? From Prodmod 3s to Prodmod 2s, because I'm pretty sure I have Prodmod 2s sitting around, and then once they get built, I can upgrade them, and it means that'll avoid situations like this, where this thing is only on 2 productivity modules, waiting for more to get built. I'd much rather that they just got built and got the module 3s that they needed, and then kept going like that. These guys are probably already... yeah, so I just need to put the pumps in, which I can also do by just dropping this thing in again, if I line it up properly, right? Yeah, pumps. Not pumps. Why no pumps? Oh, because that's... yeah, there's a weird hole on the side of a blueprint that doesn't actually have the water in it. There's like one little corner that's busted just there, and then those guys both fit. Yeah, sure. So construction is busy happening, building all of this nonsense, needing all the modules. I probably have all the modules. Where was I looking? Here I'm looking for modules. Yeah, they're working on stacks. Module 2s are getting upgraded, yeah, because most of them are just getting absorbed here, which is also kind of fine, but then the other place is this corner here, where I'm also fine for speed module 2s. And yeah, I think I actually... do I downgrade some of that steel? Do I need steel for anything else? I mean, how is the flamethrower turret thing going? I was contemplating beaconing, though, or not beaconing, but moduling those as well. Flamethrowers are over here at the bottom of the engine's build, and they are, you know, still going, and it's actually just down to production speed at this point, because they've got everything they need. I think I do actually downgrade a bunch of that steel. I've just got more steel than I really want. And the steel ending up in... some steel is ending up in here. I'm still figuring out... so I'm doing something with it. I guess... okay, yes, so that, I guess that's also the point of making these the storage chests, and making the other ones in the buffers... passive providers, because that means things take from the chaos storage before they... is this all working now? You guys are heating up. Yeah, you guys are heating up fine. Yeah, they will take from the chaos storage before they go to any of the specific buffers. So that's kind of fine. Rocket fuel is good. LDS is... I mean, is this all still the same problem? Because my LDS is also coming from the mixed build, which is still a disaster. Okay. These guys are pretty much built. I think it's time to go and seed them. Do I have... I've got a weird motley collection of stuff in my inventory, which is... oh yeah, this was going to go another way, wasn't it? I mean, you guys probably don't even matter as a power source at this point. And you probably don't matter either. So I can just do that, sure, whatever. I don't even need coal at this point. Just like, not be in my inventory, thanks. I mean, probably I need a buffer of coal somewhere. There we go, buffer of coal somewhere. Copper, iron, stone, I guess I can get on the way. So I also just don't have copper or cogs in the network at the moment. Like this stuff should be full. It should be refilled from the logistics network. So I guess that does mean that I go and take some prod mods. Actually, I shouldn't be taking these prod mods. I should be taking the prod mods out of this storage. Yeah, sure. And yeah, a lot of efficiency modules need to start. Maybe it's time for a Spidertron plan. Whatever. Yeah, wander over here. These guys are all doing pretty well, I guess. Flamethrowers are done. What else? There was some other... Was there some other weapon that I was going to be working on? Landmines? Oh yeah, shotgun stuff. Are you done? You are done. Yeah, okay. I don't think I've got shotguns anyway, do I? No idea. We can start working on shotgun stuff. We're not distracted, we're just... You know, it's fine. Yeah, where are you? I guess you're outputting there and there. That's how we're gonna do this. And then I've got random other bits and pieces, and I've got a flamethrower on my person, and I think these are all just gonna go back into... Are you? No, because you're also still waiting on all that copper. Yeah, sure. That's a thing. I kind of don't want the flamethrower. I kind of don't want those. These I could give to the silo, but whatever, I'll do that later. These... the green ones I'll keep, because I'm kind of using green. And then I've got, like, an assortment of bots that I just don't care about either. Sure. Okay, these guys are somewhat beaconed, and could probably be prod modded. The steel, I don't think I'm going to prod mod, because, you know, I'm not short on steel. But these guys look like I could get... Like, I haven't done the math for whether or not this actually increases my throughput. There's a decent chance that also just increases throughput. Plus 3, plus 50%? No, it does not increase throughput. Okay. The other strat for increasing throughput is doing, like, this kind of madness. There we go. That will increase throughput. That'll get me more copper, which was one of the things I was missing. The other thing I was missing was, yeah, these guys, and these guys are just limited by crafting speed. That's fairly easily addressed, guys. There we go. That's crafting speed of those cogs addressed, and this should get me. Hopefully, this gets me. I mean, this is also going to blast my power grid, but I've hopefully since sorted that. Looks like I have. More copper out, more copper for free without any more ore generation, significantly more cogs out of this little setup. So let's go turn on the other waterfill, and then try and figure out what the next bit of the plan is. We'll take some of this. I mean, possibly I could even be doing this with request chests, but I'm not. Am I actually... The other thing that might be happening is I might be running down that solid fuel buffer faster than I'm making solid fuel, but I kind of also don't really care about that either. I do not have landfill on me, which is kind of annoying. I'm going to manufacture those 2 bits of landfill the old school way, so I can get past... Okay, 3 bits of landfill. It's fine, I still have enough seed. So I can get past here. And then what even is... Maybe I'm just emptying buffers at the moment because these buffers are filling up. I mean, these lanes of smelting will just soak huge amounts of solid fuel into them. Yeah, like even at the moment, yeah, these guys are still not done. Yeah, sure, whatever. Things I'm not going to worry about. That's that set off. Iron over here. Copper in the middle. Landfill, I need a landfill buffer. These guys... I'm out of speed module 1s. Amazing. That was... I was wondering if I would actually manage to run down the chaos buffer supply of all of that stuff, and apparently I have, which is pretty exciting. So how am I going to get... Do I have speed mod 1s turning up through here? And should I? Yeah, no, I've just pulled all of the speed mods out of this entire chaos buffer. Fantastic, that was actually kind of the plan. Okay, then let's have more speed modules. This is like a plan that I'm actually completely okay with. And it's going to take a while for these guys to all get built and then drift down, but I do just need like a lot more speed modules. I wanted landfill seeds. 84 is going to be, you know, enough, fine, whatever. Yeah, this is all not going to... Oh, yeah, no, I didn't think I had enough speed module 2s there. This is the thing where we give it the speed module 2s and then we upgrade it to speed module 3s, isn't it? That's that plan and that plan. And then everything else stays as productivity module 3s. That's fine. Yeah, 13 there. Sure, they'll all be fine, probably. Maybe, I kind of want to give it some more. These, I have some stuff that in my inventory that I don't want, those two things that I don't want, sure. Yeah. Give me the rest of this. Yeah, because the rest of the waterfill plan, like the rest of the plan is this just 104 buildings needing, so I've actually done, okay. That tells me that I've done all the prod mod 3s that I wanted so far, and I've got 2 of these in storage, which means it's time to upgrade. This mix build has 3s, this one has 3s, this one has 3s, this one has 2s. Those guys, those guys, those guys, these guys. I'm not even using those at the moment. Should I be? Should I be? I think I actually should. I think I should be making more RCUs again. He said, and threw down just like a lot of RCUs. There's probably more RCUs than I need. We'll just go backwards and forwards about whether or not that's a good amount of stuff to have. I mean, you can take things from there. It's just a bit of a mess. Sure, whatever. Problems to not look at, because I had a bit more of the stuff that was going over here. Sure. We'll just spread it out evenly and it'll be fine and we won't think about it again. These guys are getting their stuff through. These guys really need their speed mods, of which I have a bunch of speed mods, so... let's not put it on the ground. The ground is not a good place. However, getting everyone a little bit faster is a thing I'm going to feel happier about. Should have given them over here, never mind. Oh, that was the thing I was wondering about, wasn't it? Am I actually... There's a bit of a hole in the belt of the cogs, and there's more iron here than these guys really need, so a thing I could do, and by could I mean I'm actually gonna do this, is some of these guys, like this one, and this one, could help these guys go a bit faster, and get more of these cogs out, and hopefully not have quite so much of a hole in the belt. But this will also free up a couple of speed module 1s. Which is not really a big deal. I don't think I've done all of those. I think there was like the one up here that's... Yeah, that's still speed module 1s. They could be 2s. That's a 2. That could be 2. These guys have got... This one's got another beacon on the left-hand side, and this one does not. Is that standard? I've done some weird things here. Whatever. Is they going to get power? Yeah, autosave is taking quite a while. This is getting quite a large and messy base. I think this one needs power. That one's fine. One of these guys needs to go here. Sure, we'll just do all of this. It'll be fine. And we're starting to not manufacture waterfill because we don't actually have this little pipe assembly down here. So let's make sure we get that. Except we didn't get the tiles. Sure. I mean, I'm right here. May as well. Let's not stand quite that close to the dangerous thing, because it will mess you up if you're standing on it. So this will let me get the concrete. All of this landfill here will build up. Surplus will go over there. That's kind of fine. Yeah, waiting on a lot of speed modules and a lot of prod mod 3s, because they upgraded all of these things again. So that's fine. Yeah, research is, you know, whatever. Not getting as many RCUs on this thing as I wanted. Is there a better way to merge this so that the stuff coming out here has priority? And I think the answer is yes, and I just moved the radar. So let's just go and move that radar, because that will let me get a larger volume of stuff out, which is, you know, volumes of stuff out means good times. Yeah, and also, yeah, people waiting on modules, sure. I mean, I've now got, at least once the build finishes, I've got 4 lanes of 4 red belts of copper just being turned. You're not getting enough cogs because you're not getting, yeah. We'll have 4 red belts of copper being turned into landfill, being turned into waterfill, which is a decent rate. And in fact, I could probably start reprocessing this again. I'm probably close to having, because I think especially with these upgrades to 3s, I'm going to be running down. Yeah, these guys are no longer all. These guys used to all be full. This one in particular, I've taken about 1,000 out. So that's the thing to bear in mind. Might actually need to do some reprocessing. I was going somewhere to do a thing. Great. I did the waterfill, so this is running. Yes, they're just waiting on speed beacons, which is fine. I don't think it was a nuclear thing. Yes, it was moving that radar. This guy's just slowly working on the... Yeah, it's going to take so long. I actually don't think you're really a priority yet. That's okay. These guys have got their prod mod 3s, which is great. These guys are all just working on stuff, which is fine. Sure. Yeah, we'll go move that radar. We'll see if we can improve this belt of chaos. How do I even get there from here? And then I'm not even sure what the next goal is going to be. Maybe it'll be a thing about... Did I actually automate radar anywhere? That was a thing that I was thinking about doing some point, and I'm not sure if I have. And it would have been if I had in here somewhere, because it would have been about this long ago. And I don't think I have. I don't think I've got stacks of radar anywhere. Like, that's one of the places it could be. The other place it could be, if it was anywhere, would be over here. And I think 36, 44, this one can actually turn into radars. Yeah, we'll do that on the way back. The first thing we wanted to do is do this. And then, okay, I guess I'm doing with one of these and then upgrading it. Input priority on the right. So this now should let me get rid of this thing. and now we can have a vastly increased flow. And if I do that, I mean, it's going to be fine. It's going to be full now. This thing is just going to be just full of stuff. Okay, cool. So let's go and automate radars, because that's another, another thing of stacks that can be done. If this is, yeah, if these guys are mostly empty, then I can do that, because I did need more copper, and this will give me another thing that all these belts can contribute to if it's going past the rest of these things. So that's, that's another nice, useful, small thing. These guys have done 40 stacks. So you want to stop doing that. You want to start making instead radars. Artillery is a thing that I have not done anything about yet either. My inventory is kind of trash. Here is where everything will go. Yeah, sure. Okay, so radars are automated. These guys can go in here. That was one of the other things I was looking at, wasn't it? This is the module planner from up for 1 to 2. This thing here now looks like it's blocked on all of these guys. So those can first off just go to speed module 2s. These guys, probably I will need more of them by the time that these things are upgraded with more speed modules. So let's get a couple more of those on. I remember saying that this was the first power plant that was going to disappear because I was going to need to extend all this, and that's probably still true. I might be able to get some of this out. So this will give me a bit of an enhancement. I'm probably now going to be stuck on stone, even though these ones benefit from mining productivity. Like, I probably didn't need to do that for wood. And given that, oh, I'm already down here, yeah. Given that I'm thinking about the shotguns, because I just automated the shotguns, a thing I can also do if I had the splitters, which I do not. I'm spawning with these around here somewhere. Where's a splitter I can queue? There's a splitter I can queue. Put that there, put one of these here, do that. Up priority on the left. Great, so now I've just got another source of wood that's banking up. Do we need to upgrade these as well? I probably do. Oh yeah, because I was gonna reorganize all of this. Yeah, because the thing I was gonna do, this one will need to disappear, is this one can straight up just be the space concrete. And then I need a request box and like a box to put it in. You get to be fast, and then you will not need that. But you will need, I need refined concrete, landfill, waterfill. Let's take some of that back because it's useful to have around. And then everything else will also be just part of the stuff that's floating by here, except you might not get uranium. I need to make sure that all these inputs are maxed out, which means might need destroying this thing. But other than that, if you get yourself 200 landfill, and it was reinforced concrete that you needed, wasn't it? 200 reinforced concrete and 200 waterfill. You needed 100 of each? Yeah, you needed 100 of each, plus all the other stuff. That's pretty fine. Mostly just need to figure out how to get you. Okay, so yeah, so space concrete is now automated and will just probably just blast through that pile of waterfill we had. Yeah, even though we got all of this, some of which is still not at speed, but it's fine. Is it really fine? Well, I mean, it's fine because I'm banking that landfill. That's why it's fine. But yeah, yeah, sure, we're working on it. We're working on it now, and we need to give it more uranium, which I mean, we've already kind of covered what we're going to do for that, so let's just like go in and do that, I guess. All of this gets to disappear. Don't accidentally kill the gas down the other side, that's still important. These guys are, I don't think I need to adjust this at all. I think maybe I upgrade these things. And maybe I need to give this another... Actually, I can give that another... I'm probably not going to be bottlenecked by... That's going to work out fine, isn't it? They're both going to put it on the same side. I've now got 2 of those. Yeah, so this is going to bottle all of the oil I need, and now I'm just going to be down to needing more... Probably also stone, but stone looks like it's kind of fine. And then just maybe also the height, the belt throughput, but that's, you know, also fine. This can go around, I guess. Haven't really thought about how much of that I need. Like, how much space do I actually need here? How many more of these do I want? And is this lake going to be in the way when I try and put more of these down? And the answer to that is I'm gonna have to go underground there, but that's also fine. Let's throw in this much as a guess. Does not quite fit. Okay, sure. We'll put in this much here, and then a bit more there. And then this power pole is going to have to go here. Sure. Then these guys can have, I don't know, some amount of this. I'm kind of not even, yeah, this is kind of back in more negligence phase. It's kind of whatever. Do I have coal on my person? I don't care about that. I have solid fuel that I also don't care about, but I don't actually have anywhere to put it. You are waiting on, yeah, you're actually waiting on the uranium. How long do you take? 10 seconds, yeah, you're fine. You're going to be, you don't even need to be that great of a assembler. You can be a lower grade of assembler, which I don't have on me at the moment, so sure. Then I need to seed these guys. Let's just grab some amount of that stuff. Wander over here, put this stuff in there, put this stuff in there, connect this up. Yeah, so we've expanded space matter. I don't actually have not thought about whether or not this is going to be, I think this is also going to need to be red belt, isn't it? Because I think I'm going to run into the problem of, again, not quite, in particular this one, because this is the one that I'm trying to put things on and take things off. And I don't think there's going to be the space on the belt for this guy to put everything on the belt that it wants to before taking it all off again. And this throughput will probably just help a little bit. Does this guy get some? That's all I care about, and the answer looks to be yes. So that's probably okay. So we've probably bumped the space matter production. This guy's still... Yeah, so this guy is still doing his thing. Space concrete. I have a unit of space concrete. Isn't that exciting? Do I actually need... I gave you a module 2. You do not need to be that. I mean, you probably don't even need to be as fast as you are. It's probably not a thing I need to worry about. Should I even put down more uranium? I think the question of whether or not I put down more uranium is based on whether or not this guy gets any, and it does look like I'm going to be blocked on concrete at the moment. So a concrete build is probably a thing I'm going to have to do at some point. Just because yeah. Because I'm going to need more concrete for this. I'm going to need refined concrete. I haven't done path stuff either, and I was even thinking about doing path stuff. To the point of like thinking about doing, yeah, paths like in here. I don't think that went over any important waterfall. The important waterfall is up there, so that's fine. Just to help me run from one place to the next. So yeah, so I think... Not even sure what the rest of... These guys are still going. I could figure out something else to do with those. Didn't I already have... I did have something to do with those green chips. Yeah, so these guys are making the stuff... Oh yeah, Prodmod 2s. Let's make... Actually, if I make you Prodmod 3s, you're going to slow down even more. I guess I'm okay with that for the moment. This is just blasting along. That's doing stuff. Yeah, with this iron, I'm never actually going to be making radars, am I? Because the iron has to get past... The iron has to get past these guys and these guys, and then if there's anything left, it'll be turned into cogs again by these two. And the thing I actually think I need to do, where would that fit though? I guess it would fit here, is I need to be requesting more iron. And I'm pretty sure I've got iron in the network. I'm pretty sure that down here, yeah, these guys are actually all... Okay, so some of these chests are limited and some of them are not. I'm okay with that. That's just going to be what happens. Okay, so these guys are going to make... Let's do that, and let's do... Yeah, let's give them a pair of Prodmod 2s, because... Yeah, so these guys, if there's iron left here, these guys will turn it into cogs. These... You probably want to request stone, don't you? And these guys are currently limited, and probably don't need to be. And then we'll turn this into a request for stone. And then you guys can just get on with stuff. And then you're waiting on cogs, which you don't have because these guys are grabbing all the cogs because this guy is working on his full belt of stuff. And then this guy may as well also... Sure. Yeah, whatever. Fine. Do I still have cogs on the network? Let's check the places that were making cogs and figure out whether or not requesting cogs is a thing I can do more of. And you're also just slow because you've got module upgrades. There you go, that's nice for you. These guys... Am I boxing these chips anywhere? I mean, I don't really need... I don't actually think I want to box those chips. I don't think I need more chips like that in the network. 65 fusion dudes. Okay, so yeah, so I can start to think about making Spidertrons. Batteries are pretty unhappy because they're just not beaconed hard enough. This means that I will not need nearly as many of those guys on the end. So we're not gonna. It probably also means that I should balance that a bit better, because more is going to be coming on one side of the belt than the other. So that's also fine. Sure, so that's going to give me... Do I have enough acid? I have enough acid. These guys have enough material, that's fine. These guys are still waiting on speed 1 beacons. I wonder if these guys are still waiting on speed 1 modules. They are still waiting on speed 1 modules. Yeah, put a bit of more landfill in there, making the waterfill, that's fine. Is this guy? Yeah, this guy's requesting all the waterfill. He's requesting all the landfill. I've got 8 bits of space science now. 8 bits of space science, 8 bits of space concrete. That's a bigger deal than having 8 bits of space science. Yeah. How many of these do I have, and can I put them all up? And the answer to that is yes. Yeah, it went from confusing space furnaces with space science, and space science is clearly the more important one there, and then it's gone to confusing space concrete with science. And do I actually have, I don't even have a fusion thing in this armor. Yeah, I should go and do that. Should definitely do that. Yeah, then it came to confusing space science with space. Yeah, this is all kind of fine. It's all somewhat moving. Yeah, confusing space science with space concrete, and space concrete is definitely the thing that I would rather have a lot more of, and that's going to be a problem. Okay, you guys just stop for a while, because if you're trying to put things on the belt and this blocks up because this thing is full, then everything will die. Like, everything will die even worse than things are already dying. A lot of LDS probably have. So I'm perpetually using a decent number of my logibots. Interesting. Okay. Why is this... So why is this so... is this slow because... Is this slow because this is yellow belt? That will be why everything is a little bit unhappy. Okay, sure. I was going to, like, logimall some more things. So let's see what we've got and what we're building a lot of and what we can build more of. Steel chests are done. All the other logistics boxes I've got enough of that I don't think I need to worry about running them down. I don't have copper, which is interesting. Do I have... Like, I also need to get just enough rocket components to do another, like, 40 or so rockets just for fish. And I'm also waiting on RCUs? Am I waiting on RCUs because this... Where is it? It's up here. Because this... I am, in fact, waiting on RCUs because all of this is just a mess. Sure. Walking away from problems. Yeah, this is the problem that I was wondering about. Like, all of that needs to be able to get space, because otherwise it will block everything up, and then this just can go in here, whatever. This is better. This is like a full chaos belt making a mess of a lot of things, which is kind of fine, I think. Are these guys done yet? I really wanted these guys to be done already. And they are not. Cogs could probably be... yeah, I do actually have a lot of iron in the network. I'm fine requesting more of that. Batteries are a thing that is going again, which is fine. One of these things. Give me one of these things. Okay. Give me 5 of these things, I guess. This is going to be why my going to be why my legs feel like they're stopping working in the middle of the night sometimes, because I just run out of charge, because these things take quite a lot of charge. And whereas now I'm fine, I'm going to be able to run around a bunch. This is supposed to be batteries that I'm not getting. This was... yeah, this is emptying this chest, so all the batteries should be coming through. That was the other thing I was going to do, wasn't it? These... I don't think I want... like, I do not need this much military science. And so if I cut some of this, then not only am I using... so, like, part of the goal here is to use less ammo so that these guys get more ammo. So I'm making more of these robots more consistently. But then the other thing that I can do, I guess, here... sure... is, yeah, cliff explosives, which is like other random bits and pieces of... hey, I wonder if the... where are they? Where are these guys? These guys are not done yet because they're not getting copper, because the copper request is back here and is still... yeah, I'm still struggling for copper. Okay, sure. Things that are fine. I'm doing a thing. Okay, explosives and steel barrels. I'm not making steel barrels anywhere. Okay. Where will that reach? That will reach there. So if this is going to be, we're just going to make a mess. It's going to be a mess. It's going to be fine. Steel barrels. This is going to request explosives. Requesting explosives. 50 explosives should be fine. It's got grenades. It'll get explosives. This is going to go something like that. This will request steel, 100 steel, sure, and then this one will run if steel barrels are less than 8. Sure. So this thing will, so now I'll just fill up steel barrels, and it also means that I can request steel barrels for the other barreling stuff. This guy will now have explosives and barrels, and will have grenades, so I'll have cliff explosives, which is fine. Cliff explosives automated. Military science, pretty much done, to be honest. I probably need more of these guys. Like, quite a few more of these guys. Do I have... But then I can do this same kind of disgusting thing. 4.8, 4.7, let's just, whatever. This is actually quite a lot of robots, isn't it? I'm pretty happy with this. I mean, I will need a lot of them, because these guys then have to get, you know what, let's start that as well. If I do it here, this one can be the last grade of combat robots, which is going to take a while, but whatever, it's fine. Actually, let's do the same thing that I did in the other place. Let's have this be also requesting the speed modules that I no longer have a surplus of, as it turns out, so that's interesting. Let's just request 10 of those, because these guys just need 1, don't they? 4 and 1, yeah, that'll be fine. And then do this business if the other robots are like less than 20. Okay. And then, so now I'm working on cliff explosives, working on radars. I'm about to finish an artillery tech. This guy's probably going to work through everything these guys have to offer. These guys are 15 seconds. These guys are also 15 seconds. So yeah, so between these speed modules, these guys are going a little bit faster. I'm like overall not concerned. This is just going to go and keep going and then use up a bunch of resources that I don't have. And the speed beacon thing is no longer blinking, so that means this waterfill build is now going like at the rate that it can. So I've got 4. Yeah, it looks like there might be a few little pauses, but it looks like this is my fourth full belt of copper making science to make waterfill, which, that's nice. All these things, some of these things are not running because they're not getting cogs, because okay, you've got everything. This is just me not knowing how many of these things I wanted to build and building a bunch of them and it being fine. So we're now, the gaps that are here are purely going to be because of these inserters, which means I can, if I do this, yeah, this is going to be, okay, so I'm not doing one there. That guy is just going to be unhappy. But in the ones where I have space, yeah, because this guy has got cogs, and he's filling in the holes on the belt, and then it's just whenever this thing swings back to the assembler to pick up more cogs to put on the belt, that's when these holes turn up. So this one won't completely fix the problem, but will help, and that'll help me get a few more cogs out, which will get me a little bit more waterfill. And yeah, so I'm on 3.2 gigawatts of usage of the fourth of these things. So this thing, didn't I put this down like this episode? And this is already half usage. Sure. Are these guys running down 2.5? Yeah, okay, so actually fuel reprocessing might be a thing that we look at doing sometimes, because these are pretty much, at a rate of, whatever. These guys are running down, so putting in a bit more from reprocessing these guys, I do still need a full stack of these things. But it doesn't actually look like I'll have that much difficulty getting a full stack of these things out. The other thing to check that's pretty important is you've still got enough, which is important. You've still got enough. This is actually building up. Does that mean that... So does that mean that the nukes are not done, I just don't have the RCUs? Okay, so that's a thing I'm kind of fine about. Okay, in that case, the actual last thing we're going to do this episode is put more of these RCUs back. And then figure out... I can probably do some more Prod Mod 3 upgrades. These guys have Prod Mod 3s. These guys put stuff on the ground, which is kind of funny. These have 3s. These guys will need 3s. And those ones, and this stuff, and those guys. And then also let's just do a deletion planner for... Where is items on ground? Is it in the special one of item request? Item on ground, yeah, that's what we want. Because I got a bunch of blue chips, and I got a bunch of stuff on the ground. What on earth was happening there? I wonder if I'm doing handovers between some assemblers that are now going to get picked up. But all that stuff can just go in a thing. And actually, this looks a lot like the mixed builds are no longer congested, which is pretty fantastic. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm not sure about the balance. I've already got more speed modules coming out there, but all of this stuff is flowing. Okay, so this one is not flowing, but other than that, several of these are flowing pretty good, and certainly by the time, it's not that bad, and by the time, may have spoken too early. It's still pretty congested. It's kind of moving, and these guys are doing good work making things and making... Okay, Prod Mod 3s I just upgraded. Working on stacks of Speed Mod 2s. Sure. Rocket is still waiting on RCUs, which is not entirely surprising. Thing is filling up with like a lot of red chips, and a lot of LDS, and yeah, I think Spidertron might be a thing we just build, or at least automate soon, because we just got to do something with these efficiency modules. But yeah, pretty good times. What are we on? So we should be sneaking up on 30 hours now. 1 day, 5 hours. Yeah, so 29 in the bit hours, getting a lot of stuff done. So those researches are done. Let's just like kick through some more things. Sure. And yeah, good times. Lots of stuff getting built. Guns are actually done. Shotgun shells are also done. Am I anywhere near? It's over here. So what else do I build? So I've got a couple of things that I can think about building something different there. I've got all of this garbage just falling into the Chaos Mall. Guns. Yeah, guns are done. What else do I want? I gotta do poison grenades at some point. Shotgun shells are not done. Steel and copper is the thing I need for upgraded shotgun shells. Just not sure if there's anything else I want to build. Discharge defense. Yeah, I mean, I still have to do the ammunition. I have to do the tank ammunition and artillery stuff. That guy's not done. Modular armor is done, in which case you can go to like advanced shotgun shells, and you can also request like shotgun shells, because you know that'll be a thing. Then these can go here, and you know, doing this kind of stuff. And yeah, we're working on take 2 shotgun shells as well, which means these guys will continue for a bit longer. Especially if those ones are speed module and these guys aren't. I don't actually need this one to be speed module at all at the moment. But yeah, going pretty well. Closing in on 30 hours. Yeah, four 800 megawatt power stations, of which I'm using pretty much 2.8 gigawatts, which is, you know, that's pretty decent. I've got 4 full belts of copper getting turned into red science, getting turned into waterfill. We've got a decent number of mixed builds. Is this up to 9 mixed builds? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so 9 mixed builds. Slowly getting them up to prod mod 3s. How is this gas doing? Am I running this gas down? I'm not even running that gas down, and I'm not running this solid fuel down either, which is pretty good. So that's all kind of going to plan. These guys should probably, you know, just help that out with a little bit of that spidery mess. Yeah. These guys aren't even fully running. I guess there's probably, I backed up a lot of steel. Oh well. Yeah. Things are pretty good. I think this is just going to be like figuring out what the next bit of the plan is. Figuring out what little bits of things I need to automate. Spiderron's going to be a thing. Artillery's going to be a thing. That's not the wrong button. The artillery shells I'm not so concerned about because they stack to 1, but the artillery turrets take quite a bit of stuff. I mean, they take steel and red chips, both of which I've got a lot of, and they depend on the concrete build. And then this guy is just, so radars, blue chips, both of those I have a bunch of. And then probably some structured way to try and figure out all of what has been built and what is left to build, because there's quite a few items of things, and like most of these, I don't know if I'm making pump jacks anywhere, but a lot of these things are either done. Actually, I need to make silos and need to unlimit the thing where the satellite is making stuff, but a lot of these things are either done or close, or like have a process to have automated them already. I mean, tank shells, artillery, stuff like that, capsules, the other higher grade armor. There's not actually a whole lot of stuff left. There's just, like waterfill and space science and things that have a lot left. But yeah, it's going pretty well. All of the stuff is kind of backed up. It's going into the chaos buffer. We'll do some more logimall things with this later. Yeah, it's pretty fine. Yeah, cool.